Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Wednesday, March 5th edition of our video devotionals. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I do hope your Wednesday's going well. It is the middle part of the work week and school week once again, and also it's church time for many of us, so be in your places tonight at your church if possible. It's also what we call Wisdom Wednesday, so that means we're going to be in the book of Proverbs today. Make it easy. Didn't plan it this way, but we're going to be in Proverbs 15:15. That's easy, right? Sounds like a tennis score. So Proverbs 15:15, find that. Thank you for watching the videos. We appreciate you. In fact, yesterday we mentioned a lady, and she posted a comment today or yesterday about, watching the videos. She appreciates them. She prays for us, and she asked for an unspoken prayer request. So let's remember this lady. When you get finished with this in just a few minutes, then just take some time to remember this lady, whatever it is. Pray for her, and I know she would appreciate that, okay? All right, Proverbs 15:15, notice what it says. All the days of the afflicted are evil, but he that is of a merry heart hath a continual feast. I don't know what all that means in the first part, because when you look at the word evil, in the Bible, many times that means a bad decision has been made, someone's not living for God, and they're doing something wrong against another individual, so the word evil. But that don't necessarily mean that's what's being spoken of here. The afflicted person could be somebody that has not made a bad decision, but they're living in an afflicted stage, like their health, persecution, the conditions around them, whatever it might be, all right? So notice the second part, and maybe this helps explain the first part, or at least helps us understand a little bit about the verse maybe a little bit better. But he that is of a merry heart hath a continual feast. Now, whatever's going on the outside of us, okay, there it is. Sometimes we can't control that. Many times we can't control it. We can't control that. But I tell you what, we can control the inside, all right, the merry heart. So let's suppose somebody is in a position in which the conditions around them are not good. Let's say they are in a bad health situation, all right? Even though that is kind of an internal thing, and yet it's a physical condition. But let's say that same person, all right, is going through a tough time, whatever it is. And let's even include, let's say someone's being persecuted. The outside forces are affecting them, all right? Let's even say someone's being afflicted like Job was from Satan, all right? Whatever it is, all these outside forces, all right? But on the inside, you can decide to have the merry heart. And when you have that merry heart, that means everything that's going on because of your heart, the Bible says from the inside perspective, the spiritual, the emotional, the Bible says you can have a continual feast. It's like everything's great. You know what it's like if you go somewhere and they're having a banquet, let's say. At churches, we're famous, especially Baptists, we're famous for having potlucks and fellowships. And people bring a lot of food, or the food's catered, and you sit down, you have a big time, you're talking to people, but you enjoy the food. It's a continual feast, all right? The other night I went to a pastor's fellowship. They had a whole bunch of pizza brought in, had some salads, had a little bit of dessert, and sodas and that sort of thing. Well, that was like a feast to me. I enjoyed that. If someone invites me out to a meal and go to a steakhouse, go to a barbecue place, hey, I can have a feast on hot dogs. I enjoy hot dogs, but the point is, there's a merry atmosphere there, all right? So what about when things are bad around you? Does that mean you have to have a bad spirit about you? Does it mean you have to be bitter about it? No. And the Bible says if you've got a merry heart, guess what? Then you can have a continual feast. It's like you're sitting around having a banquet and enjoying a big time. It's like having the Christmas dinner, the Thanksgiving dinner, that sort of thing. So that's a decision we can make, and that's a decision based on bringing the things of God into our life, even when the outside is not great. In fact, it could be absolutely horrendous, perhaps. But I know this: on the inside, we can make the decision to have that feast, to have that merriment, to have the joy of the Lord. Doesn't Philippians talk about rejoice in the Lord always? And again, I say rejoice. Does that mean if you're rejoicing, then nothing bad is happening or everything around you is great? Absolutely not. But you can rejoice in the Lord. The inward person, you can have this continual feast. So have a Thanksgiving feast today on the inside, because you're enjoying the things of God. You're enjoying your salvation. You're thankful for Him, even though the outside may not be the greatest. All right. Hope that helps you. Certainly helps me, and I need it. And hope you have a great day, safe day, healthy day, Lord willing. We'll see tomorrow. Probably will be in Deuteronomy, might be in Joshua, but we'll see. Otherwise, thank you for watching.